So today I didn't actually take any real trades, but I did take some trades on my sim account. This one was actually a mistake because I entered an ES rather than MES. So, yeah, that was a mistake, but turned out okay. And then that was a valid one, but it didn't really work out all the way. And then these two were a bit of a FOMO ones, but none of these were in my plan. That's why I just took it on the sim account. So going into today, this whole consolidation range, it seems like we were breaking out to the downside, and it was in a little mini bearish trend. And so was CPR. It was bearish there and bearish on the cams also. So I was mostly bearish biased on the trend, but the market open was above value area here. And then, yeah, it was above value area. So I tried to give that more weight and I tried to see if I could long here at value area high. The thing I didn't have was that, okay, if it didn't bounce at value area high, what would I do? And I didn't have a plan for that. And I feel like going forward, I should have those plans. Saying if it doesn't bounce at value area high, I'm going to do XYZ or whatever. My short plans, though, were at yesterday high because it was rejecting here at pre-market, or at fair value gap over here, which is also around H4 level. So short here, or long here. That was kind of my, the extent of my plan there. But market opened up and it just had nothing to do with what I planned for. It opened up above value and then started bouncing at value. And I was really trying to see if I can long here, but it just didn't happen. And rejected and came down. So already my plan is just invalidated now. So let's see. So I was looking over here, seeing if it could bounce over here. I did like the fact that there was delta divergence bullish on the 2-minute here, and I was watching to see if it would support back at the lows here. I almost went in over here long with the stop under here, but I prevented myself from doing that out of FOMO there, and I think that was a good decision. And then it broke lows, and I was seeing if it could somehow support here at 68.55. There was a huge absorption. And at 55, it's around yesterday's close. So it's kind of, it already broke down into value area, so I was just not the most confident in that. Value area is 68.63, so it was around here. So now it's just breaking down, and I wasn't a huge fan of that. And then it broke under the huge delta outlier, so at this point I was just my plan's invalidated, and I didn't really know if I wanted to long at this point, even though I did see this delta divergence, and it was 68.55, somewhere around here, yesterday's close. So I kind of liked this reclaim. I liked the B shape, so I decided to go in, but it was premature, very much premature. So yeah, that was not the best of decisions there. And then I'm still trying to look for longs here. Although it is at POC now. It is at POC instead of value area high. I really wanted to bounce there, but since it opened up above value, I could technically long POC. But I think I'd try it one more time at POC. Yeah, so I try there, and then I get stopped, and then I try again here. So this one was more of a valid setup here, but I saw this very nice high volume hammer candle on the 5-minute. There was also one on the 1-minute. No, it's just an engulfing on the 1-minute. But I liked that 5-minute high volume hammer. I liked the fact that it was at POC, and I kind of wanted to try it out. It came, that was the first one. Yeah, it came back down here, got supported, and then was rallying up with a 2-minute delta divergence. I think there was also a B shape there. So I enter again, and it was kind of working out for a little bit, but it just didn't have enough juice above those highs. So it rejects at those highs, forms like a P shape there, and then comes back down, gets supported, and then goes back up, but at the P shape again, it rejects, forming another P shape, and at this point I really don't like it. Tries one more time, and it stops me up. So now it's under this volume node here, right? So there's this big high volume node. It was consolidating here for a long time. You can see here too, big volume node consolidating for a long time. It failed multiple times up here. Yeah, fell there, failed there, failed there, and failed there. So now, initially I was looking for longs here because of great confirmations, but it wasn't a level. So I wasn't sure, but every time it popped, it seemed like it was rejecting. So it breaks the lows again, it pops, and then again, it rejects. So at this point, I'm like, okay, there's a high volume node here. We broke down under it. We're popping back in, but getting rejected. And then also remember that we are kind of breaking out of this consolidation zone to the downside. So I liked that. So, and then I see this 2-minute delta divergence bearish on that pop. Remember that it rejected twice on the pop already. So there was the initial pop, and I was actually looking to go long here, but it broke down, broke under the B shape, broke the lows, and then it pops again, and then forms kind of a P shape over there up top, forms a delta divergence bearish, and then heads down. So at this point I get in short with a stop above 38, I believe. Yeah, right here. So I put at 38, and then it was pretty much super easy from there. I mean, once I'm on the right side of the market, the trades go pretty easy, right? So yeah, all the pops get sold into, and then yeah, so it was a good trade. It was a valid one too because of this. It's a high volume node ledge short, and also it kind of coincided with this value area low breakdown. So it was a decent trade that I could have taken on my live account, but I just didn't want to force anything because my plan was just to long that. So that was unfortunate that I didn't take it there. I actually entered with 2 ES contracts instead of MES contracts, and I don't know how that would have went because I completely forgot that I had had my instrument to ES instead of MES. But decent trade though.